Hi, I'm Natalie from Namaste Farms, and I have a guest today, my best friend Doreen Wolf. She's an Anusara yoga teacher, and she's going to talk to us about how to properly position ourselves for doing activities like knitting, crocheting, and spinning. One of the problems that happens is when we're doing these activities, we have a tendency to let our necks jet forward, and it puts undue stress on our backs, and it can give us a widow's hump, and also it can give us headaches. Another thing that we do is we don't properly position our hips in relation to our knees, because our chairs are either too low or too high, and so she's going to talk to us about that too and how to fix it. Hang on just a minute and she's going to join us. Okay, here I am with my friend Doreen, and she's going to show us why the way that I sit is wrong when I'm spinning. And I have to tell you, this is exactly how I do it every day, and then the next day when she comes I complain why I have a backache and why my head hurts. Okay, so here it is. Okay, so here, I always am wearing heels, as you know. And then what I do is I like to sit back like this. It kind of looks like a drunk. But I like to sit back like this, and then I do this. And then I sit here, and this is exactly what I do. And I kind of just, and then I grab fleece, and this is how I'm going.
And 2 hours from now you have a headache.
Yeah, maybe 2 hours and 3 minutes.
So, and I'm going to tell you why. So when you take a look from the side, you will see that she wears high heels. And because she's wearing high heels now, her knees are pretty high, and especially they're higher than her hips, which brings her pelvis in an angle that will create a flat low back. So, in order for her to be able to see her spinning wheel, now lean back again, she has to take her head forward so she can even see something.
That's true, because actually if I was just to not do that, I would be, if I was like at the right angle that my head really wants to be, I'd be looking up there.
Maybe we could put a wheel up here. Or we'll start at the front.
Like a reclining bicycle. Okay, I'm sorry, I'll be serious.
It's fine, it's fine. So,
okay.
Or we start back at the foundation, taking the shoes off.
Okay, so honestly, I don't like spinning because I have farmer feet. That means they're really dirty all the time from wearing flip-flops outside. I'm dead serious. They're farmer feet. It's not a disease, it's just dirt. Okay, so you're saying, so here, so if I was here.
Yeah, so part of the problem is already taken care of because her knees are now lower.
Sorry.
But we still need to elevate her hips a little higher for her to create the natural curve in her lumbar spine. What you can take is a folded towel or a blanket, whatever you have handy, and then put it all the way towards the back of the chair. Still learning English.
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
So now the hips are in line with your knees, and I can already see a little bit more of curvature in her lumbar spine. But she still, when she leans back, she still would have to shoot her head forward in order to see the spinning wheel. So
technically I'd want to be like this. I mean, this does seem better, honestly, but I'd have to, my back would get so tired. Oh, until you do that.
Until we do that.
Okay, let you finish.
Da-da-da.
Okay, so then I'd be like, actually, yeah, and I can kind of keep my shoulders back too when I'm doing this.
And when the shoulders are back and the head is aligning, or let's say balancing right over the shoulders, the muscles in the back body don't have to work so hard. That means the muscle groups actually take turns in holding on to the neck. Can you take your head forward one more time? When she's in that position, nobody gets a rest. So they have to contract the entire time, and the blood vessels get constricted, so there will be less circulation, which in the end later on will lead to headaches. So by her taking the shoulder blades back, letting her head balancing over her neck, these muscles can take turns and they will start to relax.
And honestly, is that what a widow's hump is from?
Yes, that is one of the reasons. It also can be osteoporosis, but if you keep your head forward all the time, the body has to recreate, or let's create additional connective tissue, which will at the end somehow, and the thoracic spine will start to round forward if you do it over the years, and then you will create that widow's hump.
Okay, so let's just say, like if I was at one of my like knitting groups or something like that, and I was sitting at a table with a chair that's like hard like this, I just do the same thing, just bring a towel.
Bring a towel.
And
why
like
not?
maybe even a pillow or something?
A pillow or another, whatever. See, like your point is make sure your hips are higher than your knees and your back is straight up. So then get creative.
I swear to you, this honestly does feel better. I mean, already. And I can even see if I was knitting. But I think too, if you're knitting, I don't think maybe you need to like put your head down, because my neck even hurts if I'm knitting.
You could maybe put something underneath your hands so your hands are slightly lifted.
Okay.
I mean.
That makes sense.
That makes sense.
So you're saying that if I follow these principles, it's certainly possible that I wouldn't complain about having a headache after a day of spinning.
Yes.
I really like heels. Okay. Well, I guess the bottom line is that we have to have. Go ahead. What?
We have to have
our hips.
The hips need to be either in line with the knees or even higher. You want to feel a nice curvature in your lumbar spine. You want to have the shoulders slightly back and the head balancing right over the shoulders. That's pretty much it. And then you take whatever you need or whatever you have in your house to create a seat that will make sure that you can sit in this posture for a while without holding on. I mean, or engaging your muscles, if that's what I mean. And now I'm
okay.
Still learning English.
I love her. So anyway, you can find her at theyogawolf.com. You can find her on Facebook at The Yoga Wolf. You can find me at www.namastefarms.com. I'm also on Facebook and I'm also on Ravelry. If you have any questions, please email me at littly@mac.com. Thank you so much and happy knitting.